On Friday, we told you about a $418 million settlement from the National Association of Realtors to homeowners. Now, this ends a long-standing 6% seller's commission. In November, we talked with attorneys that filed a class action lawsuit here in Kansas City.
These real estate agents, they're awesome people. They're great at what they do. Maybe they won't be able to make 3% for not doing as much work on the buyer side, that they can make more money on the sell side.
So, how can homeowners navigate the new market? KSHB 41's Abby Dodge talked with people looking to sell their homes with the recent changes.
It is a very unique look, especially the way it's just wraps around the entire first story of the house.
Austin Leinbach is an important piece of his family business. They own and manage rental properties in Kansas City. When it's time to sell, they take on the role of realtor too.
It's one of those things that definitely makes sense for the smaller houses, 200,000 or 300, 400,000 even. You could really justify paying that 6% fee. But whenever new builds nowadays are easily 600,000, even higher sometimes, it's a really high amount to justify paying.
Leinbach brings up a point plaintiffs brought to a federal courtroom in Kansas City. A jury found the standard 6% commission split between buyers and sellers agents to be a form of collusion. The new $418 million settlement also includes some changes to real estate, including getting rid of the standard commission.
I reached out to about 10 realtors today, some who we've talked to here on KSHB 41 before, so they're not camera shy. Until today. There's a long list of reasons why they didn't want to talk to us. Some said they don't comment on pending litigation. A judge still does need to sign off on this agreement. Others say they wanted to wait to see how the market reacts. They didn't want to jump in and talk to us too soon. Some said they just were instructed not to talk at all.
Maybe they won't be able to make 3% for not doing as much work on the buyer side, that they can make more money on the sell side. Commissions ought to be 1% to 2%. The free market ought to be like that.
That's Michael Ketchmark. He represents the plaintiffs from Missouri, Kansas, and Illinois in the class action lawsuit, including homeowner Jared Bright.
It feels great to have been a part of something that can change the system.
We spoke to them in November before they reached a settlement. Homeowners buying or selling on their own, like Austin, say the goal is keeping more of their hard-earned money.
At the end of the day, that extra $6,000 in your pocket, or even higher sometimes realistically, is very nice.
Austin says he will continue to list homes for sale by owner as the real estate industry braces for a shakeup. In Kansas City, Abby Dodge, KSHB 41 News.